not 100% sure what this is, and this is kind of a little bit off the dome, so there's no script or anything like that. Let's just think about this. 2023, huh? Interesting year, safe to say. But I think that overall, I'm very happy with 2023. I think that, yeah, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but that's kind of just how it shakes out a lot of the time. But I'm happy with who I am and what I did. You know, I set myself some goals. I wanted to study sign language. I wanted to study more Japanese. I wanted to do some cycling, some guitar. Some things I was a bit more successful on. I think that cycling and creative writing was something that I got into very much. I neglected the studying quite a bit, but it is what it is. But I think a lot of people can relate that there's a lot of things that I think people want to do, but it can be very difficult to stay motivated. You know, there's so many different things, there's so many things that can happen that are in your control, out of your control, that maybe you just fell out of it. Like, there's 100 different reasons, and honestly, I don't think the fucking reason's important, but it's difficult. And, you know, I think something that I found last year is accountability. It's very easy to say to yourself, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you know, but it's very difficult to hold yourself accountable. Like, I wanted to study Japanese, but that's a pretty broad goal. What's the end point? What's the start point? Like, you know, what is it that I actually want to achieve by studying Japanese? Is it I want to write something? Is it I want to talk to random people? Is it I want to join a sports club and talk to the members? Like, what's the point, right? And I think that my issue last year was it was kind of directionless. I want to learn Japanese. Cool. So I studied a little bit of Japanese and I shifted the goalpost, and it was like, oh, I learned some, you know, it's okay. I learned Japanese, right? Like, and yeah, I'm proud that I learned, and I'm glad I studied, and I'm glad I know what I know, but I could have done more, you know? Like, but when it's just me, when it's just myself, I can change the rules, I can change the goal, I can change the meaning. It doesn't really matter. Like, and so I think for 2024, my goal is self-accountability. And I guess that's what this video is. I don't know if anyone's going to watch this. I don't even think this is going to be interesting. It's just going to be me rambling, talking about things. And I want to try and do this every week if I can. I don't actually know how successful I will be, but I'm going to try to do it every week, and I'll just talk about things, I guess. And so, you know, I did a lot of thinking, and I think that for 2024, I'm going to set myself a challenge, and I have called the challenge One More Step, because the goal is great, but it's about the consistency, it's about the accountability for me. And so what I want to do is every week I have 5 goals. 1, I want to learn one thing. That can be 10 Japanese words, that can be 2 sign languages, that can be a new recipe, you know, that can be me researching how to use a piece of software. I want to learn one thing. And 2, I want to go one place. It can be something as simple as right now. I'm in a park, just a local park. You know, it doesn't have to be anywhere special. Sometimes it might be, sometimes it won't. But I think getting outside of the house is important. I think being able to just sit and reconnect with the fucking world is extremely useful. I think I spend a lot of time inside my own house, inside my own head, and I think that getting outside and just enjoying this, enjoying the lake behind me, I think it's valuable. And so that's goal number 2. Go one place. Number 3, do one thing. And so this week, made it my goal to get all of the trash out of my room, because I shouldn't really have just trash and garbage everywhere, but I did. And I cleaned that up. I got rid of all of it, and now it's like it's a blank state, right? I got rid of all the trash. Step 2 is deep cleaning it, right? But one step at a time, right? It's like, why stress myself that I didn't fully clean my room when it's like, okay, I did a part of it, right? And next week I'll do a part more and a part more and a part more, and eventually, if I just do a part every week, it will never reach that state ever again anyway. So, it is what it is. Learn, go, do. Number 4 is I want to make something. So that can be, I make a new food, I can make a 3D model, I can write a part of my novel that I've been writing, I can make a poem, I can, make a small part of a game, like a single mechanic. It doesn't have to be something crazy. It's just like, these are small goals that I can achieve every week, and I can do something, right? I want to, like I said, the whole point is one step forward. I think no matter how small it is, just doing something means a lot. And having, the video proof that I did these things is going to be something for me to look back on, and I can take pride in that. So what was it? It was learn, go, do, make. Number 5, try. So I want to try one thing every week. Again, doesn't have to be something crazy. I can try a new food. I can try God knows what, right? Like, I can try going to a new restaurant. I can try going to a new town, a new city. I can try a new food, or I've probably said that. I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling at this point, honestly. But I think that's it. I think one step forward, or one more step, or whatever it was I called it. I think one more step, I think. And so, yeah, 1, I want to learn one thing. 2, I want to go one place. 3, I want to do one thing. 4, I want to make one thing. And 5, I want to try something. So this one's a bit rambly. It's the start. I'm just a little bit rambling about 2023. I'll probably talk about it more in the future. But this week, so number 1, I learned one thing. What did I learn? So I recently picked up a piece of software that allows me to make 3D voxel models. Now, I have no idea how to model at all in any capacity. So I had to watch several videos to understand A, how the software works, and B, how do you even make a 3D voxel model? Because I have zero clue. Anyone that makes 3D models or any art of any description is a giga wizard, and keep killing it. You guys are heroes. I have no idea how you achieve that. I can barely draw a stick man. 2, go one place. So yeah, like I said earlier, I'm just by the lake, just chilling in a park, and whatever. I'm happy with it. It's nice to be outside of the house. It's nice to sit with nature and listen to the cars, I guess. 3, do one thing. Yeah, I said I cleaned my room, and I'm very happy with that. I think that, yeah, it still has a ways to go, but I'm happy that it started, right? That's the important part, is I've started and I've taken the first step. Everything after that, I can worry about that at a later date. Number 4, make something. So I said that I was learning that voxel software, and I've managed to make, I think, 5 different voxel models. So at the end of this, I'll record something on my computer later when I get home and just show you the model spinning or something. I don't fucking know. I'll worry about that later. And number 5, try one thing. So I'm kind of particular with food. The way a food is first introduced to me is extremely important. If I don't know what it is or something like that, then I won't be willing to try it, and I'll have that bad idea in my mind, and it's very difficult for me to get past that and try it again or experience it again. And so this week I decided to push myself out of my comfort zone, and I tried teriyaki. I first had teriyaki like 5-6 years ago whenever I first moved to Japan, and I don't think I know what I was purchasing. I definitely couldn't read what it was, and I probably just put some random things in my mouth, and I was like, this isn't what I thought it was. And so I always had like a bad idea about teriyaki. I always didn't think it was particularly great, but I tried it again, and I kind of like it. I was wrong. I'm kind of upset that it took me this long to try it again, because I actually really enjoyed it. So I think I'll probably be eating more teriyaki in the future. So I'm excited about that. And so that's the 5 things for this week. Now, I know that no one gives a fuck and I'm shouting into the void, but if anyone is watching this, I would like, maybe you can try. Maybe you don't need all 5. Maybe you can just go one place and try one thing. Maybe you only just go one place a week. Maybe do one thing a week, and that one thing is you just go for a walk 52 weeks. Like, I would love to hear if A, you're interested, and B, even if you're not, what did you do this week? Just let me know. I'm interested to see. Thank you, and see you next time.